The Most High Yah gave me a prophetic word of spies everywhere in America. So back in 2021, the Most High Yah started giving me dreams, visions, and words of basically China and Russia and friends invading America. And one time he gave me a word about spies being here. He told me that they don't need to send anything over here, no things that explode. He said they really don't need to do any of that. He said they're already here. You have spies planted all around you. Okay. And so he began to let me know that basically these spies, they work with you. They go to school with you. They are in your military. They're in offices, high offices. They're everywhere. Okay. And then he started pointing out to me the fact that around 2008, when, Obama was in office, he started pointing out the fact that a whole lot of people came over here from China, for example, and they started setting up shops. They started setting up shops like restaurants, laundromats, hair stores, massage parlors, things like this. He started showing me and saying, showing me and realizing like, hey, listen, there's a lot of foreigners in your land right now. And they just kind of like sleeping. You know what I'm saying? They kind of sleeping. They just kind of, doing their day job, but they got a night job and they just waiting for the thing to be pulled so that they can, do what it do. And, then he backed it up with confirmation because a couple months later, I was Ubering at the time. And so I went and I picked up a man, and this is how he confirmed. This is, he'll confirm things for me. And so I went and picked up a man, and he was drunk, and I'll never forget it. He was drunk. And so I went and picked him up from his home. And this was around, I told you this was 2021-ish. So I remember he was saying, oh, we're worried. He got in the car and he said, man, I work for the people that run everything around here, but he's in one of the 3-letter things. You know what I'm saying? That start with a friendly F and ends with, the igloo. And so anyways, he said that he worked there, and he said that his friend also works there, and he said that his friend was a cyber person, and that what his friend does is he goes into other nations systems, computer systems, and attacks them and bring things down, if you're feeling what I'm saying, cyber attacks. Okay. And so he said, but something weird happened. And I was like, well, what happened? And he said that the Russians got into our banking system, is what he said. And he said it was only for like 3 or 4 seconds. But he said, you know what you can do in 3 or 4 seconds? And I was like, dude, you don't work for these people. It's no way you would be telling little old me. I mean, I ain't nobody. Why is you telling me? So I'm just the Uber driver, dude. And he was just like, man, we just worried. We worried because that's a long time, to be in the banking system. You can get a lot done. And so I was like, oh, wow, this is crazy. But this man, he just drunk. He's just drunk. And so then after that, he started speaking to me in another language. And I was like, huh? And he said, yeah, that's Russian. And so I said, oh, okay, what did you say? Then he told me what he said. He said, see, I told you I work for them. He said, I am a spy. Listen. This man said, I am a spy. He said, I speak 5 different languages, right? He said, I speak 5 different languages. How else do you think that I can communicate with other countries to get information? And right then, the Most High Yah said, he gave me a vision. It was this movie. I don't know if y'all remember, in the 80s. I was a little girl, but it was called Russian Spies. And I said, oh my goodness, are you kidding me right now? And so, yeah, that's it. Basically, the Most High Yah let me know, listen, them people ain't got to send not one thing over here. Even though I'm going to tell you about, they do got things over here that explode. I'm going to tell you about that in another video. I know people attention spans is real small, so I try not to do very long videos anymore. But yeah, if you want to know more intel on what's about to go down, then you need to subscribe. You need to check it out. You need to check out my videos, prophetic videos, because I already know what's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. I just know what he revealed to me. And I know it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be real. It's going to be a lot of red liquid around here. All right. So anyways, I have been sent to tell you to repent, for the kingdom of Yahuah and the kingdom of Yahusha is at hand. Some of y'all call him Jesus. It's time to repent. It's time to turn your wicked ways. America is under judgment, and he's using these nations to come up against you. Anybody that has ever read the Bible ever in their life, then you know that when the Most High Yah judges you, he uses your enemies to judge you. Who is America's enemies? Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, catching on now. So he is the same today, yesterday, tomorrow, forever, and ever, and ever. He's the same person, okay? He moved the same way he always moved, okay? And so ain't nobody stopping that. All right. So y'all are under judgment. This country is under judgment. Our nation is under judgment because we're evil and we're wicked. We're rebellious. We're liars. We're thieves. All right. We're manipulators. We try to get the bag. We selling cooch and pooch and everything else. All right. We doing blood sacrifices. Right. We up here pillaging. Right? Slavery, all of the things, okay? And not one person repented, okay? Because their ancestors did it. Why should I repent for it? I mean, even your leader says he's never repented a day in his life. You know, a lot of y'all narcissists say you've never done anything wrong. So when they come over here, all right, I really hope that you be done repented by that time, okay? Because, yeah, the Most High Yah said he won't be protecting you. Okay? He won't be protecting you on the physical realm nor the spiritual realm. Okay? So you're going to die, all right, on this side. And then, guess what? You're going to go to the lake of fire after that. Okay? So you might want to repent, you know, have a relationship with him. I wrote a book, and you might want to check it out. You can read it in one day. But it's telling you how to hear the voice of the Most High Yah. Because he said in these end times, you need to be able to hear from him to get direction. You need to be able to know what to do. Without him, you will not make it. You must seek him with all your mind, heart, body, spirit, and soul right now. Okay? So that's it. That's all for this video. If you want to share anything that you've seen in your visions, dreams, or words about spies slithering around up off in here, go for it. I have no problem with that. Please keep it nice and pretty in the comment section. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Shalom.